Hi everyone, my name is Chantel and I want to share my lifelong struggle with social anxiety. I wrote down like a list of things to talk about because I made 3 videos before this and they were just like all over the place, and so yeah, I wanted it to be a little bit more organized. It's still not like perfect, but it'll be fine. So, I've always had social anxiety. I've never been comfortable in social situations. I don't know what life is like without it. So, like, I have no idea, like, even where to start to, like, get through this. Sorry, I gotta like move my computer. Alright, yeah. My social anxiety basically controls my life. Like, I really don't have any friends in the town I live in. Yeah. Even like in my hometown and like friends and family that I've known and been around my whole life, like I don't know how to start a conversation. Even if people do try talking to me, like my response is very short, like a couple words to like maybe 2 sentences. Like I don't know how to have a conversation with people. I try to hide it, but I mean that's not really possible because, like, I don't know, it just seems that like the more effort I put into hiding it, the more obvious it is. But like a lot of people don't understand social anxiety. Like they just think that like you're just like awkward and shy, and and like there's so much more to it than that. Like, and I'm sure all you with social anxiety know what I'm talking about, but like yeah, school was very hard for me. Like I wasn't comfortable talking to my teachers, asking for help. I always felt like inferior to other students. Like I always had a hard time concentrating on work in school because I was like worried about the other students getting done with their work before I was, and I was like, well, I must be slow and stupid if they're done with their work and I'm still working. I never really fit in because I was quiet and awkward, and I always had a hard time making friends. And the few friends that I did have throughout school really weren't the best friends for me. Yeah. I have had like a few times in my life where I've tried to like take a risk and try talking to people, and I get all choked up and start blushing and my voice starts trembling and it sounds like I'm like starting to cry, and sometimes I even get teary-eyed and I start shaking, and it's hard to make the words come out of my mouth. Like, you know the feeling like they're like stuck in your throat, like they're like right there, but you just can't force them out of your mouth. Yeah, I already said I don't know how to start conversations. Like one thing that really irritates me is when people say, oh, don't be shy, or like they joke around and say, oh, you talk too much, shut up, you talk too much. Like, I really hate that. Like, if I could control being socially awkward and like live a normal life and have a normal like social life, I would. I mean, it's like, really, people, come on. Like, do you really think someone wakes up every day and is just like, oh, I want to be socially awkward and not talk and not respond very much in conversations? No, people do not. People with social anxiety are not like that. Like, they just can't talk because they're so afraid of like what people are gonna think of them. And yeah, and I also have a very hard time like controlling the negative thoughts in my head. Like, well, I'm sure you know what they are. Like, you know, you're always thinking that people are staring at you or people are talking about you, and I don't know, like, I have a hard time controlling it. And at this point in the video, I might start rambling because I've gone past my notes, but there's more stuff in my head that I want to talk about. So, yeah, it might sound like I'm rambling, and I probably am. But, yeah. Like, I hate answering the phone. I hate talking on the phone. I hate having to make a phone call. I mean, I'm usually okay with like my mom. I'm pretty comfortable with calling her and talking to her on the phone and talking to her in person. There are some things that I hold back from her because of my social anxiety, and but I wasn't always able to talk to my mom like that. Like, that's actually a good example of like one of the times that I took a risk to like be more social. Like, throughout my teen years, like, my mom and I fought like all the time. Yeah, oh my god, I don't know where I'm going with this. My parents were not very like understanding about me having social anxiety, and when I was younger, like, they used to get so mad at me when like they would ask me a question about something and I just like froze. Like, they'd start yelling at me and be like, you know, you need to answer me right now, and it's like, I can't. Like, the words are right there, I'm trying to make them come out of my mouth and I just can't. And they just like didn't understand that. Well, I mean, I never opened up about it either. Like, I've never told people that that's how I am, that like yeah. And I really don't know very much about myself. Like, I don't know what kind of things I like. I couldn't tell you like positive things about me because I really don't know very many positive things about me. Because I think so negatively about myself, and I think that people always think negative about me, and so like unless I get like specific praise from people about things, like, I really don't know that I have like good qualities about myself. Like, I know I'm a good writer. Like, I always got compliments in English class about being such a good writer. Sorry, I'm like I said, I'm out of notes, so I'm just kind of rambling and probably not making sense because, yeah. But that's alright because, yeah, I don't care. But, oh yeah, I found, I was watching Naomi 77's videos on her social anxiety, and she started a support group on Facebook. So, and I checked it out, and like, I've been talking to the people on there and they're so friendly. So I definitely recommend that you check out her videos and check out the support group on Facebook, because they're just great people to talk to. Yeah, I